Sawasdee krap and welcome to a brand new week here in Bangkok as we welcome you to Thailand News Today. A lot of news to get through today, so we better get started. For those who need to extend their tourist visa, the Thai Immigration Bureau is asking that applicants make an official appointment online to reserve their spot. The Bureau says the online appointments will help with preventing the spread of COVID-19 by reducing overcrowding and making sure people abide by social distancing practices. And you thought it was all about increasing efficiency? Now, applicants who need to extend a tourist visa or extend their new special tourist visa should make an online reservation at bangkokimmigration.com. Walk-in services are still available at the Muang Thani Temporary Services Centre. This announcement didn't clarify the online queues for other immigration centres around the country. A quick phone call before you head in for your extension is probably a good idea. Police arrested 3 people for allegedly recruiting Thai women to work overseas in the UAE, where they were forced into prostitution. The suspects allegedly told the women that they would work as masseuses, promising good pay and assuring them that the work did not involve sex. This is according to the Department of Special Investigations. The women signed an agreement before travelling to the UAE, promising to pay back their travel expenses. But once they arrived, they went straight to a massage parlour in Dubai and their passports were taken away. Some were taken to a brothel in Abu Dhabi. The suspects, whose names have been withheld, were charged with colluding to violate anti-human trafficking regulations, as well as detaining or depriving others of their freedom. One suspect was arrested in Chonburi and the other 2 were arrested in Ubon Ratchathani. Provincial governors in Thailand's farming areas are being told to mitigate the burning off of agribusiness waste by farmers in their provinces. The annual burn-offs are the biggest cause of the December to April air pollution in Bangkok and central Thailand, which lie in the wake of the light northeasterly breezes this time of the year. The burn-offs partly coincide with the lighter annual northeasterly monsoons. A spokesman for Deputy PM Prawit Wongsuwon has been one of the first to openly admit that the agri-fires are the common denominator in the capital's annual smog woes. Over recent decades, Bangkok's Pollution Control Department has trotted out any number of PR stunts, including water spraying drones and asking temples to stop lighting joss sticks to stop the smog. Now that spokesperson says that the accumulation of PM 2.5 micron dust in the atmosphere is mainly caused by outdoor burning of waste, especially on farms, combined with poor air circulation, and has been posing a health risk for the past several days. Deputy PM Prawit Wongsuwon has now ordered all provincial governors to send teams to warn farmers to stop the burning off or face prosecution. It's not the first order from the top directed at the farmers trying to find cheap ways to get rid of agri-waste and prepare their plantations for the next crop. But despite the warnings in the past, the practice has continued largely unenforced. A Tourism Authority of Thailand survey conducted between January the 10th and the 12th indicates that more than 1/3 of the country's tourism-related businesses have already shut up shop or gone out of business. But industry players estimate the number is much higher. In regions almost solely relying on their tourism for an income, Phuket, Pattaya, Koh Samui, the Gulf and Andaman Islands and touristy areas around Bangkok, up to 90% of the frontline tourism businesses have closed. 1,884 tourism businesses in Thailand were surveyed by the TAT about their current situations and how they were coping with the long-term closure of the Thai borders and the local restrictions on travel. Businesses covered areas like accommodation, travel agents, tour companies, restaurants, car and bike rentals and public transport businesses. 34.7% officially declared they'd already shut down or gone out of business. Police say 2 men were gunned down at the Phuket bus terminal by a colleague at the terminal along the stretch of Tepkasatri Road heading into Phuket town on Saturday night. The incident happened at about 10:15 p.m, with the local police chief arriving along with medical staff from Washira Hospital shortly after the incident. A 60-year-old, the alleged gunman, was waiting to surrender at the scene when police arrived. Police say the man appeared to be drunk and told them he'd had a serious argument with the two men and decided to take their life with his gun. Police found a 50-year-old lying on the ground in front of a taxi service stand and a 54-year-old lying dead by the counter of a 24-hour car park service kiosk. And police in Pattaya are investigating an Indian restaurant where they arrested 29 people attending a late-night party in Soi 7. The incident took place just after midnight on Saturday evening at a 5-storey building which had the first 3 floors closed off. Police say the venue was actually operating as a shisha lounge, pool hall and bar. 11 foreigners from India, Cambodia and other countries were found at the venue. The remainder were Thai nationals. All 29 were arrested and taken to the Pattaya police station, where they will face charges under the Emergency Decree Act, the Communicable Diseases Act and possession of an illegal substance. Well, that's all the main news for Thailand News Today. Just before we go, this is Content, who works with us with our Thai language writing team. Now, you might notice that you're not doing it at the moment, but usually people say there's somebody in the background who's playing games. Well, actually, this is his job. He's our games reviewer for the Thai language part of our website. So thank you, Content. Keep up the good work. And yeah, he's actually paid to play games. Thank you for watching Thailand News Today. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We'll see you tomorrow.